M-I-N-T Parker. 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 Shut the hell up. I'm trying to hear what they talking about.
I wanted to tell you that I appreciate you, man, because last episode came out, I got a few messages from people saying that I look radiant. It's all thanks to you.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I tell you, I be hooking us up, man.
Be looking radiant. They said I was glowing because of the lights.
You don't never do that shit to me. You know
I actually on the contrary.
You know what?
We're not gonna get into that though.
We're not doing it right now.
You know what?
We're not doing it.
And I appreciate both of y'all.
Me?
Yeah, you too.
Okay, fuck what he
for letting me be a part of this.
He gonna
put this in the video.
Yes, sir.
He gonna put it in
I feel a whole lot better now.
He gonna put it in the video.
All
right, look at the way he's smiling. He gonna put it in the video.
Hell yeah. You know
what? Yes, sir. Ayo, we back, man. This is Mint Podcast. We on episode 26. This man. That's why you told me, didn't you? You told me, didn't you?
That's it.
You told me, didn't you?
That's it.
I tried to tell you.
I'm so sorry,
I
man.
won't do it until
I tried to tell you.
But we back, man. What's going on, man? I hope you all have enjoyed the content, man. We are so appreciative of everyone that has been tuning in, man. We've been getting good guests, man. We at my boy Macaroni. We gonna have some more in the future, man. We gonna have some big things coming to y'all soon. We're gonna try to get, a little bit more professional. You feel me? Around the clock. Happy, what
do whatever you want, bro.
Bro, you got on the uncle cap
today. Free world, man.
Cause I'm representing the Braves, baby.
I don't think nobody on the Braves wears that.
Y'all like baseball?
Yes, I love baseball to the team.
I watch it somewhat. I'm gonna be real with you,
baseball boring as fuck.
Yeah,
but what the fuck?
It's too long. It's like soccer to me.
I think I'd rather watch it in person, but I think the best thing is to play it. Playing it is fun.
Well, I love baseball.
Watching it is and then watching it on TV even worse.
And I go.
Have you ever been to one?
No,
I've been to a baseball game, and Lord Jesus,
I haven't
bro.
been
You
to
talking
any
about
professional
game.
A game that can last for 4 hours, bro?
I go faithfully.
Ain't that like normal?
No, because there must be a winner.
Exactly, bro.
No. Isn't that like
Yes,
normal?
that's what I said, bro.
Yeah.
So
no. I mean any sports game. Ain't
no,
that
hell no.
No,
basketball is 15 minutes a quarter.
No,
but basketball games be on TV for like a long time.
It used to be.
It's always.
Oh shit.
I guess because
I'm thinking. Is it football?
Football is 15.
Football is 15. That's what I'm thinking.
And again,
so yeah, no.
Even in
Bro,
football,
it's like an hour or two of them. They do.
When people be watching the Super Bowl, they be at people's houses for hours watching.
It because of the commercials and shit.
But there must be a winner.
Yeah, but naturally they only play for like an hour or two.
Because I like
soccer and baseball is a completely
now
different
I
ballgame.
really don't want to go. I'm gonna sit through all this traffic.
It's fun
and everything.
It's actually
for like an hour or two of.
I love the.
It's all fun and game until it start raining.
Well, the Braves game got a little. Never mind. We're not even get this. Continue the show, baby. Let's
go.
Yeah, but we off topic. But we sorry, man. Hey, man. But back to it, man. Appreciate y'all, man. As always, y'all know, like, comment, hit that subscribe button, man, and make sure y'all keep running numbers up. We got a new goal, and we trying to aim for 2,000 subs, man.
It wasn't 2 million?
We're appreciative of, huh?
Damn, I need to start reading these damn things. I thought it was 2 million. My bad.
2 million, this man.
My bad.
And an announcement, because I have kind of noticed a change, and I just want to say to my fans and to our fans, fans.
There you go with that David Ruffin shit.
Fuck you, man. I made a mistake, man. But to our fans, man, I just want to say I decided that I just want to move the podcast back to Fridays. I think that I see a few people, has hit me up on my inbox and different things. Like, they said that Fridays they think is a better time. So future references, we will be trying to move back to Friday. I think a lot of people were watching like before they went to bed after they got off and stuff. So we will be moving back to Friday for you all. I tried to get it out earlier, but they say sometimes earlier is not always the best. So.
Yeah, okay.
So round of applause, man, to you all. I'm listening to you. We're moving back to Friday. We're definitely listening to you all, and Jerome was applauding for you all. But without further ado,
tell them the other better news.
What other better news?
or you want to keep it a secret? Let them know.
Oh no, we no. That's gonna be We wait till I get that and we
Really? We got a surprise for you, motherfuckers.
Yeah. We got something coming up, man, in the works, man. But other than that, we won't reveal that. But we do want to reveal the sap of the day.
Wait a minute, we're not doing introductions, Jabo here.
Oh shit, yo, we did, bro.
It's okay, y'all. It's our first time doing an episode of a podcast. We're brand new to this.
No,
Don't
man.
even worry about that.
I'm just ready to get into the topic because it's a deep topic that we talking about today, and it's just on my head. So y'all already know. With me, I got the usual dusual with me, man. We got Rome Ski Jerome the one. Over here, got my goddamn hand.
Hey, okay, I got a little bit.
Got Rome the one, whatever the case. And we got Jabo, the Virgo in the building. I'm a Virgo too, man. You know it.
Man. Hey. We're not going to do that. We going to stop this shit right now. Because I need to put a stop to this. I got a little bit of beef, and I need you to understand. I know you don't eat beef, but you finna take this motherfucker. Listen, nigga. We on like 3-4 episodes. My name is Rome the One. Don't call me nothing else. People out there, Rome the One. Actually, no, I want to stop that. Because I had a few people out there that I don't know. Hey, Rome, you the guy? I was like, don't call me that. My name is Jerome to y'all. Only people that's close to me can call me Rome. Everybody else, no. Don't do it.
You know what, bro? I would just like to say,
don't do that.
After all these episodes, I am extremely proud of you, bro. You actually are talking into the mic now.
Yo!
It's crazy, man. It's crazy because he used to be. I want to say this together. And it's like, but you know what? You're talking into the mic.
I got an answer for that. For y'all who don't know, with my corrective action that was last week. That was also in the write-up as well.
I did not. Bro, what is this man talking about?
So to prevent me from getting written up again, I decided to go ahead and talk into the mic before you write me up again. I'll be suspended for another episode.
Do not condone this man foolishness, man, at all. We just gonna move. Let's go forward, man. SAP of the goddamn day. SAP, if you do not know, stands for stupid ass person, and we have a stupid ass person. I mean, stupid ass hairdo or stupid ass whatever you want to call it. But my boy, you see it, my boy.
Look at that.
My boy looking like a character from the Proud Family, bro.
Look at that shit. You cut that shit out.
My boy look like somebody from the Proud Family, like his name Shanae.
What really killed it is the pink bows on that.
Bro, I don't get what he is trying to trying to get this, but I don't.
You know what?
I guess when you get all that money and all that fame, you just get bored. Just do
That's
whatever
not
you feel like.
When you get bored, you buy something.
So you turn yourself to Cinderfella?
No. Listen here. All right, now.
Hey, Cinderfella, Drakey Drake.
All right, we get into you know what? I can't do it. This is strike 2. You got one more. Hey,
man. Drake,
the first was the fucking nails. Now it's the hair with the bows. And I see that motherfucking dress on. Because I know that's what's coming next.
Hey, man,
the
it
skirt.
might be the glass slippers next, bro.
No, it's the fucking pencil skirt. It's the fucking skirt. The little blouse. These niggas want to wear the little tassels with the little bows on it.
Hey, bro, you just don't know nothing about fashion, bro, okay?
Where?
Who?
Where? Where the fuck is it? Where?
Bro,
you know what? I'm gonna let him answer me that. Where's the fashion in that?
Way, bro.
Pink?
You don't know nothing about this, all right? You don't know nothing about that Balenciaga, the Versace, you know what I'm saying?
They do that in hair bows? Never mind. Listen,
I don't.
There's only one person in this world that can rock pink, and it ain't you. That's my brother Camera. He the only one. He the only one that could do that for me. He wear that pink mink coming out dips. That's the only one. Everybody else, you need to stop that shit right now. Don't put on that fucking pink. Don't put on that hot pink, because that's what it is. That hot pink.
Damn.
That ain't regular pink. That's
so
hot
pink.
pink.
So you just said Cameron?
Is the only one.
What about Cat?
Hmm?
Cat Williams. I mean, he pimp down. Pimp named Slickback.
All right, I give you 2 people that can only wear pink and be okay. And satin pink.
I don't think all the pimps.
I don't.
No, there's different pinks out there. That motherfucker got hot pink on that motherfucker.
Dre, I don't know what's going on with you, and I don't know what's been
I can
happening
tell-
or
I can
who
tell
done
you,
did what to
He
change
went to
your
that-
life.
He went to that party
He went. I believe so.
and flipped like
If you don't
flipped
want-
like an egg on the side of the road, boy.
But I'm saying,
Fried
an
like a
egg on the side of the road.
Mhm. When you know when they hot outside and you crack that egg and it frying on both ends.
Boy, where the hell you think we live? The Sahara Desert? Boy, if you go outside and crack an egg and you can fry one outside, bro, you need to get the hell on from where you at,
That
bro.
happens in Arizona, though. I remember seeing a video.
They got desert.
Hey,
Somebody cooking something
y'all-
on their windshield.
Both y'all niggas dumb. Read between the lines. He getting fried on both sides like an egg.
Oh, you mean like how you was trying to get flown out and fried on one of the sides?
Yeah.
That's different.
You trying to get
That's not
mudded
the
out,
same-
man.
Bro, that's
That
not
was
the
not
same
the
thing.
move, bro.
Why we keep bringing this shit up, okay?
Because you said
man,
it, bro.
last
We was
episode-
on my ass, and
last
then you
episode-
turned right around and fucked
Bro,
up, bro.
It doesn't mean it like that. You know, I
Okay.
can tell you what the fuck.
Anyways, man,
God
we're
damn.
not gonna stay on it, man. We that's the
Shit.
sap of the day, man. You know, a stupid ass hairdo of the day. So next we got, man, round of applause, my boy Jabo bringing to you the goddamn question of the day. So what do we have
Before
today,
he do it,
my brethren?
Before he do
my,
it,
my God,
before he do
damn
it, I pass. I have no answer. I plead the fifth.
That's crazy because this one's so easy.
You always say that bullshit
easy,
and then
bro.
act. I plead the fifth.
It's
I have
easy.
no answer.
All right.
What's
well,
the question?
of the day. Okay.
Question of
It's
the
just
day.
one or two options, right?
If you have
Would
one
you
option, oh, never mind. It's not that.
Would you rather cheat on your girl
What the fuck? What the fuck?
or snitch on your homeboy?
And like I said, I plead the fifth.
So
I have no answer.
Man.
the ultimate ultimatum.
I pass.
The ultimate
I'm good.
to the folks out there.
I'm good.
Would you rather cheat on your girl or your boy or snitch on your homeboy, homegirl, whatever the case may be?
I'm
What would
good.
you rather do?
I'm a
Question's
pass.
supposed
Boy,
to
I
be tough.
usually don't agree with Jerome. Well, I'm the one on
You
this
better
one, boy. Boy, yo.
I have no answer.
Dang. Well,
I ain't doing that. Next.
Hey,
well.
my dog.
Nope. Can't do it.
I'm
I
sorry.
ain't doing it. Next
You know
question.
what?
Do you have another one? Because I'm not answering that. I can't
So
answer.
we-
He
So
trying to
y'all
get our
can't-
throat slit,
Listen,
boy.
all
I
right.
ain't doing it.
I'm sorry.
Next question. See what I'm saying? Oh, this easy.
I'm sorry.
This easy. But you know what? Here's the bullshit. Where the fuck is this corrective action, huh? Why he
Man,
ain't
he need
suspended?
one for that one, boy. What the
Damn.
hell?
Now, boy, you could have come up with nothing else. There is nothing else to ask. I like the
you know,
other shit.
What's funny?
I like the other shit. Like if
What's-
if you had one thing to say to an ex, what would it be? I would have definitely.
Okay. So
Like what the fuck?
what's funny about it is that I asked this question and only one person was it because when I come up with these questions, I ask people like
They
that I
can't
see,
be real.
and there's only one person that actually answered it.
They can't be a real nigga. Can't be.
It was a female, actually. Funny enough.
Oh, then that don't count.
Why?
Cause that ain't the same.
It's not.
Not at all.
Why not?
That's not the same.
Why is not the same?
The bond is different.
I don't even want to get into
The
deep.
bond
with
is
that.
different.
The
I don't
bond
even
is
wanna get
different.
into deep with
And
that.
you know it's the truth. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's different. The bond is different.
The bond is different.
The bond is
Remember,
different.
men only love for what they can bring.
Okay.
The bond is different. I that is not. You ask a woman that,
But at the same time,
that is not the same.
that's a fucked up question, bro.
Yeah, it's a
so it's
fucked
either
up
it's
question.
in the
It's easy for them.
It's either in the verse
Nah.
of getting your ass beat or getting your ass shot when you go home. Bro,
I don't got
yo,
it.
what
You know
is this, bro?
I'm glad that the question sparked all this.
I don't got
Yo,
it.
what is this, dog?
I don't got it.
Bro, that's the topic
That's a hard question.
that's the perfect topic because the way my brain is fucked up right now, bro, this I need goddamn therapy right now,
Because
bro.
the-
'cause
Because the other question,
my brain sparked the way it
I
didn't
can't
never
answer
sparked
that.
before, bro.
I can't answer
Yeah.
that. That's just the biggest. Biggest betrayal.
What she said is that she would cheat because cheating is not gonna send somebody to jail or killed or whatever the case.
But
is. It can ruin the relationship.
But that's
what you mean? It can send you to fucking heaven or hell.
But you see her answer? You see what he said? That
But
that's not the same for a man. That's the
but it all depends on the scenario, right?
No.
Okay, so
for a man, it's loyalty all the way through. A man is born with loyalty.
Think about it like this, bro.
Something to stand on.
Think about it like this, bro.
I can't give you that.
Okay, so you don't want me to explain my point?
No, I don't actually. I can't. Because I know you can't. Go ahead, Jumbo. Explain. Go ahead and explain.
So the reason why I'm saying that it's different. I get what you're saying with the loyalty of men and the bond is different. Whereas women, it's just like, okay, so where are you saying they don't care about their friends as much?
Absolutely not. That's exactly what I'm saying.
You got to think about friendships that last the longest. Men friendships do naturally last longer than females.
I can't give you that.
No offense.
For a woman, it ain't nothing offense, but no.
It's realistic, bro.
A woman can go to her job with the person she works with, they friends. Something go wrong, they're no longer friends.
Right.
For the rest of life.
Forever.
Men fight, they can be friends right afterwards.
I give you a week. I'll give you a week.
Okay.
And I have proof of it.
But you got to think women are emotional beings, so their emotions tend to cloud their judgment a lot. So
we argue that maybe like 3-4 hours.
And then what's different with the question is it also depends on the relationship. Are y'all married? Is this a new relationship with your girl?
Yeah, that's the whole point of making that. That's what making our situation just even worse. Like,
and then when it's like, okay.
And mine's watched all of these episodes, so it's gonna be one of them fateful nights. I'm gonna wake up, bro. Just, hey, baby, what you doing? Why you standing up there? What do I do?
Unlike you, I know mine's is gonna ask. So what is your answer? I can't answer that. Can't answer that.
Now you just fucked up, bro. Why you had to bring that up, bro? I can't cut that shit out this video, bro. Now that's gonna happen to me.
It's real, cause I know it's coming. For me,
bro, shut up, bro.
It's the truth.
You.
It's the truf. Well,
bro, man. Topic of the day, bro. This man just
you can't cut out the.
Bro, just
question.
said bro.
We gotta be 100. If you mad at me, you mad at the nigga who asked the question. Give his ass the.
Man, this is all fucked up situation, bro. Just fuck the question, fuck the scenario.
I tell you what.
No.
He don't get no fucking corrective action.
Bro,
I tell you what.
Man,
I tell you
what. That
I'm going to HR.
He about to ruin households, man. I'm not finna know. Fuck no. Hell no.
I plead the fifth.
Perfect.
I have no answer.
Now that leads into the.
Go ahead. Let's get to the shit.
We back.
Damn.
All right. We so sorry because today was supposed to have been a very insightful and informative episode. So come on, wrong man. Let's get right. Let's get right, man. I'm trying, man. I understand that was a crazy question there.
What's wrong with this nigga, man?
But I don't know, bro. I really he really got that shit fucked up, dog. I can't even think about it. But topic, man. Which leads into a serious thing, man. Like we gonna. I don't even think I might have. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Is that not the serious?
Yeah, I don't really know a button that's gonna be serious. I gotta learn. Don't.
Gunshot is pretty.
No, it's not about this one, bro.
Oh, okay.
But today we really want to touch down on a real serious topic today, man. A little bit more heartfelt to our people. We want to try to connect with our people a little bit more, and
that's a kid's butt, eh?
Really, yeah, it's a kid's butt. But
wait, which one of y'all names? No, never mind. Go ahead. Never mind. We just gonna go with
we gonna let the fans determine what you meant by that. That's why they want to press that button.
We just gonna go ahead because I thought that.
Oh, you done fucked up already.
I'm going with you.
No, that's the.
That's not yeah.
This man, I'm finna turn the soundboard off, man. I'm trying to be serious, man.
I thought this was the whole.
No, that's the little John what button.
So.
Oh.
You remember what I said?
You should have pressed that bitch when he said that, motherfucker.
Remember what I said? We shouldn't use the soundboard,
bro. I'm feeling all the wrath from that now, bro. You're absolutely right, bro.
Well, don't do that.
See, that's why I said this leads into the perfect topic of we want to talk about today. Like I said, just to connect with our fans, a little bit of just insight of ourselves, what we seen and probably been through ourselves. Like today's world, I got to really say, man, I have to say, man, I know it's hard for a lot of individuals out here. Us here at Mint Podcast, we do what we do because of the fact is we love what we do. We love talking to you all. We love entertaining you all. And with that being said, I have to say for anybody that's going through a hard time, bro, if you can wake up and find a reason to smile, then you can find a reason to live. No matter the hardship that you go through, no matter what you may face, no matter the struggles, no matter the obstacles that get in your way, there should be nothing that is too much for any of you to overcome. And like I said, us here at Mint Podcast are a open environment, man. We want to let people know, man, it's okay to be vulnerable. Men, especially because of the fact that, it's nothing against women, but I just want to speak to the men in general right now. Right now, we live in an age now where it seems as if men don't really have a voice. The more that men try to speak out, the more that they seem to have, scars. They get backlash and they get scars that are dealt to them from their words that they're trying to actually venture out and actually speak. Men become vulnerable just like women do. And like I said, men are always looked at supposed to be the lion of the jungle, which I said, if you want to, you could take that, you know what I mean, lion of the household, man of the household. You're supposed to be the one that's supposed to be tough, not show emotion, but at the same time, you do got to realize that it's the analogy like if you take a soda and you constantly shake that soda up, constantly shake it up, eventually that is going to pop. So there's also got to be a environment for men to speak. Women, you all are getting your asses whooped on social media. You all are trying to live to a standard that everyone else is trying to live to also. Everyone else, especially you all women, you women are an important role into the world. You all are the breath that breathes into the child. Like, you all trying to be like everyone else is no more originality. I'm saying everyone trying to be like the Kardashian, get the BBLs and weaves in your hair, different things like that. What I'm going to tell you right now, like I said, you got to understand. Once you try to become like everyone else, and I said this in the past podcast, you become average.
Can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Jabbo, pull out your calculator. Pull it out. Pull out your calculator for me, please. If you don't mind. Can you pull out your calculator on your phone?
Don't you got a calculator, bro?
Nah. You can't say shit.
Why? Why not?
You already know.
We're
not bringing it up. We passed it. Put out your calculator.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what's going on either. All right, what?
I'm going to tell you the difference between men and women on what you just said.
Uh-huh.
Now, you said that women are going with the independence thing, and I'm not attacking everybody. Women are saying that, right? And women are there's like a yin and a yang, correct? Jabbo, rent $1,600.
Okay.
Groceries, what would you say, about $150? $150. $150. Light bill, your bills, just put it at maybe $600, $700 for light, water, gas. So I want to say about $600. Mm-hmm. Gas, which for the week, what would you say? 80 to 100.
For the week? Oh, talking about for the gas? I mean, it takes 40 to fill mine. So.
About 40? So, go ahead and put 40. Go ahead and put 40. Food, because you got to eat. Right?
I want to get to the point, because I really want to speak more to the crowd right now.
Now, how much is that?
$2,400 approximately.
Okay. What job do you know that you're making $2,400? Can you do that alone? Can you split that? Can you do that alone? With a normal job today?
Oh, I was a normal job? No.
So is it safe to say this? I get what you're saying about how women, are the breath and all that. And men really don't have a voice and men are really destroyed. But social media is to blame for a lot of this stuff because that right there, social media have women thinking that, and again, it's not an attack, that you could do a lot of this stuff on your own. That it's possible. That, I don't need you. I don't need to do this. false. You just saw that.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't able to do that by yourself. That's a lot.
And he is right. And to get a little insight on that, just,
It's the truth.
I'm going to give you a little bit of actual history so you don't think that we're actually trying to attack. Like I said, this
I'm
is
not
all
attacking.
for information because of the fact that we want to give you all insight. Women, I don't like to hear that neither about, I don't need this person. And the fact that the thing is, we were put here to be dependable beings. We are here to depend on the other for whatever is being needed. If you need sex, you need to naturally depend on the significant other sex. If you need a baby, the same difference. If you need, it's supposed to be the way it is. So basically breaking down, if you go through history, for women to say they don't need men, it'll actually be kind of hard because men are the ones that were actually established first. So everything that almost exists, it's almost hard to not have to go through a man to do anything. I mean, anything, even if it comes to a point, if you want to open up a business, you want to rent out this building, you want to know 9 times out of 10 who's going to be the person that own it? And it still even go deeper. Even when you go to the point, if you want somebody to come protect your house, sometimes, it's a few women in the field. But if you call somebody to protect your house, something go on, you want to call somebody.
It's funny because even the classic everyday scenario about women being approached by a man, oftentimes they'll even use the figment of a man being there to protect themselves, as in, like, if I'm just chatting up a girl, it's like, oh, I got a boyfriend.
Exactly.
Or I got a husband, or I'm talking to somebody right now. Even they could be talking to nobody.
It's that security.
But it's a
yin and yang thing. This is what's destroying us. This is why men feel like, hey, my voice is not heard and all that. Because you have people out there that really think that a man, he all right. And honestly, the truth, he's not. We have got to be, and again, that's no attack on women because I'm not doing that. Men have got to be the most unappreciative.
Unappreciated. I know
most
you.
appreciative.
You said I think you. I know what you meant.
Because they appreciate to hate us that much. We are hated that much that's a form of me being appreciated. They hate you that much. That's how I make you feel. Men walk around feeling like shit. They're not done enough. Hell, the holiday. What holiday do you know is really celebrated for man? Technically for man. And don't say Father's Day. Because Father's Day is the worst holiday. Do you know Halloween come before Father's Day? If you look it up, most celebrated holidays, Halloween is celebrated more than a fucking father, dad? Really? Anything else? Labor Day. Everything else, that's bullshit. I'm sorry.
And that's real, dog. And like I said, that's real. And like I said, this ain't necessarily. That's just, like I said, to speak in reference to, because we are men at the table, just in speaking reference to the men. But that is something very big, man. Like, we all got to learn to stop beating up men when they actually try to speak their mind. You got some folks out here, y'all be saying some ignorant shit. Some niggas is ignorant. I just got to be real. But when men are actually trying to vent, actually take that time and actually listen to them. Actually, the same way that you all want that man to come and be like, hey, are you okay? Sometimes it's okay for the man. And it goes the other way around. You got some men that's out here that they women that are at home suffering, don't want to say nothing. It's okay to go and ask your woman what's wrong, because of the fact is, to go back to the old phrase, when your woman becomes silent is when you really got a problem. So and that's, like I said, that's just in the man verse, but it ain't just that. We got, with that being said, the broken relationships, as I say, will also lead to the mental illness that's going on. And that's broken relationships throughout your loved ones, throughout your family. All these broken relationships are causing a lot of mental illnesses that are going on right now. A lot of people are actually suffering from the actions of past family, past events. And right now, I just want to say I give my condolences for anybody that's lost, anybody that's went through a mental illness phase. We are here. We will give you our prayers, whatever the case may be. We just want you to know that everything is all good. You have to realize that pain is only temporary, and you cannot allow pain to control you. You have to learn to be able to deal with pain.
fix it.
and be able to fix it.
Okay, so for the audience,
Gotta fix
when you
it.
guys are going through something, what do you tell yourself to get through it? If you're experiencing pain, because we
Well-
could say that you need to, but what do you tell yourself when you're going through that?
Being 100, and most people really won't. They might look at me crazy for saying it, but it is what it is. For me, like I said, mine is not healthy, but it helps me.
Okay.
I have 6 people in my head, but some people might say that's schizophrenia. That's he's going crazy, but that's for I open up for the 6 people in my head. There's 6 letters in my name, and that's some 6 times was something that has hurt me to the core, and for me not to have somebody to talk to, which I did, but around that time I couldn't, so I had to make, I guess, other versions of me to help me. And when doing that, I came up with this theory, which, like I said, it's crazy, but it helps. It's called the moving train theory.
Mm-hmm.
When a train comes, does it stay?
Temporarily.
It's a temporary stay. You let people come in, people come out, and then the train goes. So, putting it like that, the trauma is the train. It came in. The people standing there is the issue. It's you're hurt and all that. It comes in, and then it moves. And then once that happens, possibility you won't see that train no more. And for me, that's how it works. Because, like I said, it's not healthy. That's not because you still masking it.
You can't say. Everybody got their own ways of how they cope and deal with things, and as long as you're not out here hurting others, if it works for you, then it works for you.
And I can honestly say you're hurting yourself. I mean, for me, like I said, it works for me because this is my coping mechanism for me to move forward with stuff. But sometimes it does hurt me because it's hard for me to take in people, accept people, trust people, let them in, trust what people are telling me.
Right.
It's hard for me to have new people come in my life.
Right.
Because, like I said, for most people don't know when my grandma passed, that was, that had to be the worst. Like, the worst version of me. I wasn't talking to my parents. I wasn't talking to my family. I cut family off. It was so much of a dagger that it just could not be dug out. And I can't say I did it any better with the 6 personalities I've had. But it's like, that's the only person I had to talk to was me. So when I had to sit down and have a conference with myself and ask them, what do I do to move forward? Sadly, that's the only person you can lean on is yourself. Because who else do you have? Of course, if you have a significant other.
I just want to piggyback off, something that you said. And like I said, before I get into my explanation, and like I said, because I hear a lot of people that say that explanation myself, and I want to say, because of the fact is, again, we live in a world where they make it feel like certain things is mental illnesses when it's not really, and you got some things that actually are. So I'm going to be real with you. With your situation, you say you got 6 people in your head. When you go and deal with certain people, you can go and deal with your mama, but then you come over here and deal with us. Are you going to talk to us the same way that you would talk to your mama?
No.
Would you talk to your mama the same way that you talk to your daddy?
No.
Would you talk to your daddy the same way you talk to a baby?
No.
You have to have multiple personalities. So, believe it or not, that's something that's normal. So, if you figure that that's a problem, that's absolutely not a problem.
Well, the only reason why I say, well, of course, because, people say it's not.
When in Rome, you do as Romans do.
When in Rome, you do as Rome.
No, that ain't. But I just want, like I said, I just want to give you a little insight.
I understand what you're getting with. I truly understand that. But the reason why I say it's unhealthy sometimes, and I only say sometimes, is because that sometimes messes up my relationship with other people I have, because I'm so quick to confide with myself instead of confide with my wife sometimes, if that makes sense. I'm so quick to say, you know what, let me go talk to my counsel and see what they thinking instead of talking to my wife, because that.
But it works.
Not always. I can honestly say but of course you live with the decisions you make. I can honestly say I have done some things that I wish that I could have really not confided in myself to do that.
At the end of the day,
if that makes sense,
it is always
If that makes
perfectly
sense.
fine. You're
Yeah.
supposed to always, you are the master of your own life and your own creation. You are supposed to always confide in yourself before you confide with anyone else.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say that is because, like you said before, women are, if you're with somebody, that is your like other half, and sometimes I feel like, man, maybe if I do share this, but that's where the mental.
Yeah, but at the same time, you share it, but you always
Yeah.
think about you. You don't
Yeah.
ever want anybody else,
Well,
even if this is your wife, you don't ever want anybody else to feel as if they have power over your creation.
Yeah, the only reason why I say
Ever.
that is because sometimes I'll be like, man, my thought process be jacked,
That's understandable.
and I'll be like, man, why I do that? Why I do that? And then when I have my wife, and I tell you, my wife is like a fucking champion, man. She helped me through it all, and she'll tell me, I was like, well, maybe we do it this way. And now I'm at the point where now I can do both. I can still talk to my counsel, see what's going on, and then see what she think and combine the two. Instead of now it just being
Instead of
me,
focusing on one.
me. Oh no, I'm finna go do what I want. Now it's like a saving. But like I said, like you said, there is downfalls to that, but there are upsides. And I just tell people, hey, sometimes if you don't have a significant other, that moving train theory helps if you have the people in your mind to help you move forward. Because like I said, at the end of the day, that's really who else you got to deal with.
It ain't necessarily, yeah. It ain't necessarily, I would say some people confide in the different things. Whatever that you choose to confide in,
that's helpful.
That's helpful to you. As long as it's what you choose first, that is the biggest thing. And like I said, to answer the question that Jabo just asked Rome, in reference to mine, what I do to actually handle pain is I think all the time of the old saying, mind over matter. I know that my mind is the master of my creation. I know that it is the most powerful thing that can be used. So I automatically put mind over matter. And like I said, it's easier said than done. But I can honestly tell you all, like, if you all don't believe in it, meditation, changing the negative shit that you surround yourself, the music, the stuff that you watch, the stuff you surround yourself with, the people that you surround yourself with, that'll all eventually eliminate slow pain. But if it's hard for you to do that, in reference to confiding with yourself, how I deal with pain within myself is I always, and to go back to what I said, if I can find a reason to be happy.
Did you always have that?
No. But no, matter of fact, no, I can't even say that because of the fact is, even when I was going through my struggles and when I was going through bullshit, like, I'll go through it, but the thing that kept me from going crazy because I thought about something that made me happy. Now, I'm going to be real. Now, what makes it so much easier, and it's so much easier for me to get through, because as soon as I get to a dark phase in my life, the first thing I think about is my kids. I snap back to reality real quick. That is what I use right now, and I can get at the words of advice. If any of you are going through hard times right now, if you all have kids, and I got to say, not everybody love their kids like they should, and that's wrong. I have to really say that's wrong. But if you got kids, you're supposed to love them unconditionally. They didn't ask to be in this world. And if you got kids, whenever you're going through a hard situation, you think about them and think about the choices that you have to make sure they live their life. And if you don't have kids, think about anybody that depends on you. You got some people that friend dogs. You got some people that got their grandmothers. You got some people that got their mothers. Think of the person that would want to see you doing your best the most. And think about that person smiling at you, down on you, whatever the case may be, and think about how they would feel if you were to want to give up or to want to fall into a dark space and not pull yourself out of depression. Put it like that. There is always somebody that's in a worse situation than you are. I had to put it that way, but that's another way to also say it. Or put it. You can think about every situation like right now. Somebody can be, oh man, I ain't got no money for my bills. I can't pay my car note.
There's a motherfucker
You-
out there broke, right?
There you go. There's a motherfucker out there living up under a bridge that ain't got no car note to pay for. That got to go find another shoe that don't even match somewhere outside. And at the same time, that's not even the worst that it can go. There can always be worse. Even after death, there can always be worse. So you got to understand that most of the times you are only beating yourself up and you are in a way better situation than you really think you are. So my question to you, Jabo, is how do you handle it?
Well, coming from a person that I would say that a year or 2 years ago, my life was as worse as it possibly could have been. I have a million ways to kind of deal with shit to the point where I don't think it's even possible for me to be depressed. I can say that with confidence. I don't even think it's possible because I have so many different things. And I think my favorite thing is that I think of it like this. Just think about what kind of person you want to be, right? Let's say you want to be strong. So you have to, in order to be strong, you have to be able to deal with being weak. So you have to put yourself in scenarios where you might not be as capable and learn how to deal with being weak, because that's the only way you become strong.
How did you know you was weak?
Because I wasn't resilient. So anytime you're faced with a difficulty and your immediate reaction is, I can't do this, or I don't know what to do, that's a sign of you being weak. But the problem is not being weak. The problem is staying weak. So when you decide that, okay, I'm not good at this, I'm not strong, but you decide to be like, okay, how do I become strong? Then that's the thing. And then if we look at it like, or another way you can look at it as EXP. The only way you get EXP is by going through battles. You can't become strong without going through any kind of battle. So all these things that you're fearful of or things that you're scared of, that's probably the direction you need to go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, as long as if you have.
And can I just want to say something because you just said something I actually want to piggyback off of also. So to give you a little insight right now, because he is explaining the difference of between weak and being strong, and you know, being strong going through being weak is not a fucking physical thing. It's all up here.
Yep. Definitely.
It's all up here. Being weak is all a mental thing.
Can
so
you be weak and strong?
yeah,
Yes.
you can be.
Is that possible?
Yes. And then
You can be a swole ass motherfucker
No, I mean
out here, strong as shit, but
mind.
be weak.
I mean in the mind.
Believe it or not, yes. And I want to, cause I didn't want to interrupt Jabo too much, but let me get explanation. And like I said, what he's saying by weak, strong. So you got some people that will know what the best decision is. Your decision is, hey, I want to go be a doctor. I want to go do this. I want to go do this. Strong-minded. But you want to know where the weak mind comes in? When the things on the outside comes in and started affecting your strong mentality. You got social media. You got your friends. That is the example of a strong, weak mind. A weak, strong mind is a strong mind that is easily influenced by the weak. So if you allow weak to come in, that is the example of a weak, strong mind. So yes, you can have a weak, strong mind because you can have the ability to be strong, but you cannot have the capacity to keep it. And that's just some real shit. I go back into what you were saying, Joe. I didn't want to interrupt too much.
Where's your mental state now?
my mental state is, I feel like,
if you don't mind saying,
it's a constant improvement. There's two things that I think about every day, and these are the two things I tell myself. First thing I tell myself is that as long as I'm alive, I have infinite chances. That's the one thing. And the second thing I think about is this philosophy. It's a Japanese philosophy called Kaizen. And it's a philosophy of self-improvement. As long as you're going to improve every day, even if it's just 1%, if you keep constant improvement, you will become better. And the goal, see, people have it mixed up. The goal is to not be invincible. It's to be unstoppable. So you can't, you're not going to be impervious to anything, but you can keep going. And that's what I personally tell myself amongst any other things. Like right now, the thing that I'm struggling with the most is patience. Patience is a terrible thing for me, but I realize that
patience is virtue.
I realize that if you want to be patient, the things that you want aren't going to come quickly, and you have to be okay with that. Yes, sir. But at the same time, even knowing how we are with the things that we want to do, it's a grind nature. So you have to learn how to mix grinding with being patient, knowing that I'm going for this and I know that I'm expiring. At some point, I'm going to die and I want to have this, but I also have to know that it's going to come when it comes, not when I want it to.
Absolutely, and he just made a good point. Another thing I forgot about. That's another thing. A lot of people will not think that this will tie into mental illness. Patience. Your lack of patience can lead to a lot of negativity to be brought into your life. You can see something that you want to do. You got the idea in your head, and it's not taking off as quick as you want it to. You go see the next person, how they got millions and stuff doing the same thing. Your patience start to run thin, and that's when your blessings start to become a little bit less. You got to realize, my bad. You got to realize that when you have patience, that means that you understand that you were marinating in that time and that skill set that you were trying to build. Let yourself marinate in that skill set. Whatever you're trying to build, your time will come. And if you don't have patience, that is what causes you to start having envious mentalities. You start doing different things. That's what causes you. It can cause you to go crazy. Because of the fact is you do not have the patience. You want everything to be fast. Goes back to what I say all the time. Life's a cinch if you move by the inch. Life is hard if you move by the yard. Stop trying to move so quickly.
I don't think. Okay, I know it's gonna sound crazy because you are 100% right, but I don't think having a lack of patience in certain cases ain't too bad. And I say that because maybe, all right, let's just say I want to do something so bad, but now it's like, oh man, I can't get to it and all that. That might really make you stronger and want to do more. But maybe I'm just saying.
I'm gonna break it down to you. Do you know when you run out of lack of patience? This is some real shit, real terminology. Yeah. When you run out of patience, that means that you no longer have the patience of what you're trying to chase. You are trying to go forward full throttle. I want you to be smart when you make the decisions, because you know when you run out of patience, you know what that is, right?
You quitting.
No, that's greed.
Yeah. Also, I can't think of a single scenario.
Yes, that is greed.
I can't think of a single scenario where not having patience is good.
Yeah.
All I say that is
it basically means you're not comfortable with what you're doing right then.
But that's not bad. That's not bad.
Being okay, so I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Being uncomfortable is not bad because discomfort essentially creates self-worth. Because anytime you're trying to progress to the next level, is a level of discomfort that you're gonna have. But when you have lack of patience, when you're eager, that means you have no control. And not having control is not good.
And you can be uncomfortable, like you said. You sitting here uncomfortable. You uncomfortable as a motherfucker. But if you ain't got that patience, you gon' damn. It all depends if you can be uncomfortable and how long can you stay in that position until it's ready for your time.
Like I've heard stories of people saying, which ain't no truth to it or not. That's only they know the truth. Is that there was a few people hooked on drugs and they had, like you said, they had enough patience that they just wanted to get better, and they said that helped them in the process. I don't know if that's any truth.
Yeah. I mean
that's why I say maybe.
That's not
running out of patience ain't that bad.
That's not running out of patience. That's using the right connects and actually using the right puzzles of your life.
Yeah.
You got certain people, like I said, when I say run out of patience, you got certain people that go through loops and stuff that you would not necessarily go through. Now you got somebody that's a drug addict, everything else. Though. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
technically,
you can, but that's again, in any time that you ever take shortcuts, there's always a lesson that you missed.
I don't think they ran out of patience either. I just think they weren't content with how they were living their life.
There you go.
But that is technically kind of running out of patience. Because I was like, okay, man, I want that money. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Being unsatisfied is different from
that's being unsatisfied. That's not running out of patience.
Well,
that's being
if
unsatisfied.
You don't have it and you were like, man, I really want to get there, that's kind of the same thing. Kind of. Because I was like, man, I want to be there. I want to have fame. I want to do this.
That's
but
not.
Now here I am, like, okay.
That's not running out of patience, though.
You want to do this, you want to do that. You have aspirations, but
that's not you running out of patience.
But that's running like how this goes. Of course, we want the show to thrive, Me, I want more, and I feel like that's my lack of patience but then in that lack of patience, makes me stronger. Like now that I know that it's like a wall done bust through. It's like, oh no, I can do more to get what I want to do. I mean, in the right way, in the right ways, of course. I'm not saying nothing in the wrong way.
Like what Jabo said,
that might really be like
there's
also,
no way.
Also, being like that is very unsustainable.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, there's no way, like Jabo said, there's no way possible of not having patience is ever good for you.
I just don't believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to agree because I get what you're saying and I get that you have a point. I just don't necessarily agree with.
Because I heard Steve Harvey say this in the morning because I listen to him every morning. He'll say the same thing. When you feel like you can't do no more and you've done it all, you can. He says, sit back, take a breath, and do some more. And that's why I was like, yo, that's like you running out of patience. Like, man, I've done it all.
No. That's it. There you go. Thank you.
Impatience.
That's not impatient. That's being consistent. That's continue to work on your art.
Requires more patience.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you have to put yourself through something over and over and over again, being consistent to get where you want to get, it might seem like eagerness. It might seem like you're impatient, but you're really being consistent. And you have to continuously be consistent, which requires patience.
Exactly.
So how can you tell the difference then?
So I'm gonna be real, like we just said, the quote that you just said. He said, when you start to feel like you're going too much, you sit down. If you were impatient or you ran out of patience,
You wouldn't sit.
No, baby, not if you ran out of patience, you would sit there, because now you don't. Fuck that shit. But like you said, if you can get up and keep going
And do some more.
that means that you have the patience, that you know that what you doing is still gonna take them small pieces. So again, that's not running out of patience. That is using the right pieces of the puzzle to make your story happen quicker.
And a lot of times that mindset of that, I gotta get it, it normally doesn't get you where you
At all.
want to go.
What's the percentage on that? Because there are some people who make shit happen. So what's the percentage on that?
Yeah, but if you ever hear about my bad. But let me just say, if you ever hear about people that actually move that fast and make shit happen, like I said, when you take them shortcuts, there's always lessons that you always miss. It go back to businesses. You got businesses that were open, they were thriving, but it was a small loophole they missed that could have made the business better. But because they may have rushed and did something, like right now, you got GameStop, because they didn't think about that small loophole, streaming everything else. They didn't hop on it soon. Somebody else, boom, boom, boom. Now it's, oh shit.
I got a perfect analogy for you. So the eagerness, I gotta get it, versus the calmness of I know where I want to be, and I'm going to execute steps to get where I'm going to be, is the equivalent to going down a career path and selling drugs. Would be the equivalent.
Yeah.
And the only way that you can come out good on both sides is if you have patience. So even if you was somebody that was, like, say you decide to go the dirty route, what are you doing with your money when you get it? You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, the people that live that lifestyle, what they're doing with their money is something short term. They're not putting their money up trying to invest in something or create something or build something 9 times out of 10. Whereas the person down the career path has executed steps. It's like playing chess and checkers, bro. So when you're on this eagerness and you're not thinking, a lot of times those are the people that's easy to manipulate. So it's like, you so eager, I'm gonna dangle the bait in front of you because I'm strategic and I know how I can get the most out of you because I done thought about this and planned it out. Where you just I'm just dopamine. It's just like getting dopamine hits versus satisfaction.
Perfect analogy, bro.
Sometimes I get it confused because I be seeing people. I've seen somebody give up. I've literally seen somebody give up. But then out of nowhere, it like ain't nothing happened. And I was like, so is it because I gave up? Is it because my willingness to do this wasn't there? That I always feel like that type of stuff kind of makes you a better person, because it's like you evolving. Like you evolve into something like, hey, I took this bad situation that, hey, I could have gave up on, and I did. And most people will tell you, I gave up on that. I gave up on my dream. But on that, I feel like somewhere on that line, something happens, and you get like an evolve. And I always feel like maybe that is a good thing.
So in that scenario, it sounds like you were going for something, and you had to stop. Something stopped you, and the only way you get out of that is if you go to a place in your mind and think, and that's where the patience comes in, and then you get back and strategize, and then you go back after whatever it is you were originally going after. So you had to take the time back, which means you had to have patience to sit there and just be like, why is this not going the way I want it to go? Because if you're eager, you don't have that point. You just rapid fire going. You know
Can
what
you
I mean?
have both?
No.
Is it possible?
No, because at some point in time, because the thing about it is, it's like, what the best way to describe it is that you could run on a hamster wheel, or you could run it down a path. Yeah, you're moving in both scenarios, but this is actually taking you somewhere versus you just continuously doing the same thing over and over again.
So to give a little bit of explaining to, like I said, patience. So I think to give a little bit of, to let you know if it's patience or if it's something that you're trying to rush. You can have a dream, everything you want to be happening. Somebody can come to you right now, hey bro, I offer you $1.5 million for your thing right now. If you answer yes right then in 3 seconds, you know what that is?
Okay, bro.
There you go. That's called lack of patience. Because anybody at any time that got patience gonna sit there and think about their decision. So anytime that you can never realistically think about your decision before you make it, that is what they call thinking irrationally.
Right then and there.
There's no way you can possibly think that quickly.
All the important decisions in your life require patience. You have to be patient to think about who you choose, who you're going to marry. You're patient about whether I trust this person or not. You're patient about taking this job or not. You have to. There's nothing that you could just be like.
So what do you call leap of faith? Because technically, wouldn't that be that?
When you know something's a leap of faith, you have to evaluate it.
Yeah.
You don't just assume something.
Because if he did, well, sometimes people do. If I come to you and say, and now I really thought about it, I could be in a situation where I really need that money, but that money could take me somewhere else to do the dream that I can really build up. So maybe he did think about it. Maybe he just said, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let me do it. And then I take that and do something else.
There is no way logically that a human being can make any strategic answer or thought without actually taking time or having a few seconds. There's no human being that can do that.
Now watch this. If you're in the mindset, and I get what you're saying. I get what y'all saying. Now think about it. And in that time frame, if something is really going on with me, and that money is taking me out of my rut, most people are not thinking about it. Cause but
that still means that you ran out of patience.
Most people aren't patient either.
Yeah, that means you run out of patience.
Okay, think about giving that offer to somebody who's homeless. What do you? They can be sitting on something, and they come, and they say, "Here, I'll give you the money for it."
At the same, you want
they gonna take that deal.
Coming from, they're gonna take it? Because they've lived in these circumstances. Exactly. They know what their lifestyle is. They know what they've been through. They've had a bunch of things.
And my bad. I was just finna say. I was waiting for you to finish because I was just finna pick it up. What you about to say?
They tired.
No, I was waiting for him to finish. I was finna pick up what he said. That
scenario is not a leap of faith.
Yeah,
it's not something that's hard to think about. The reason why it's easier for a homeless man is because you know all your circumstances, you know everything, you know this is the immediate fix for all your problems. But as a regular person, that might not be always a good move for you. Because let's say if we all stay on the block and the dude offered me 1.5 mil, and I'm surrounded by not a great crowd, it might not be the best move. Yeah, it'll probably help you out, but you still have to think about what am I gonna do after this.
Yep,
that's the most important thing.
That is
especially don't let a bunch of people be around. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you 1.5 mil, bro. You gonna get what?
Anybody come up and ask you, no matter if you had an answer to that. Bottom line, if you cannot take time and at least take 30 minutes, if you can't go and actually take time and be like, you ran out of patience. Because like you said, that person come up and offer you 1.5 million. No matter, like I said, coming from somebody that actually been in that situation, even with me myself, somebody can come up and offer me 1.5. I'd be like, okay. You say yeah. Now you just said yeah. You ain't he ain't told you nothing. Yeah, okay, here you go. All right, go shoot that baby and her grandma right there. What?
And he's like, no, I'm good.
What you just tell me to do? You just said yeah. So, and it could be something. It ain't even got to be that. It's just the fact is, when you don't have patience, no matter even if like a lot of people, if you think if you got a lot of people scenarios where they dream shit happen, a lot of celebrities, a lot of they dream shit finally happens. You listen to a lot of their stories, they'll tell you they had to sit there and embrace that moment. They didn't go into you talk to most celebrities when that final song blow up or go viral, most people sit there and embrace that moment. And if you can't sit there and embrace that moment, you didn't have the patience that you needed to have to enjoy that moment.
And that's great. I like that. And the only reason why I use that analogy because most people don't know. I own my own business. I own my own cleaning business. And I took a trip to Commerce, Georgia. Far as hell.
Mm-hmm. I know. I don't do that.
And I was going there to help a guy out. He was a hoarder. And his wife left him. Only thing he got left was a dog. I went in there because I wanted to help him, see what I could do and get a TB off him. And I was like, man, if you're clean, I'll give you whatever you want. He had a dog in there. And the dog was... I put it like this. It was a rare dog. Them pit bulls, that's the bullies.
Okay.
And he's sitting on, he don't even know he's sitting on a gold mine. But he's sitting on a gold mine with all his stuff in the house too. Mm-hmm. And I told him, well, I'll do all this if you give me your dog. Right then and there. Like you said, that's why I say I've seen people think like that. Even though he needed the money because he wanted to leave and be on the road, not even 2.4. I can't. Because this the only out his own mouth, and it touched me because I was like, damn, I wouldn't, even if he did something to the dog, I couldn't take him from him. He said, man, this is the only thing I got left pushing me. Yep. And if I give you my dog, then I have nothing and I'll be on the road. Yeah, I have the money. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and I was willing to give him the money for it. Mm-hmm. I was willing to clean his house and try to help him do some type of organization if he just gave me the dog. And in 2.3 seconds,
it ain't nothing to think about.
Answered. That's why I say it is possible to answer without thinking.
You tying something that's something completely different. You tying somebody that's like grasping on to something. I mean, yeah, that's somebody that actually know. That's not something to making a decision. That's you making a decision.
That is a decision.
That's not them making a decision.
There is that decision because
no, you're not listening. You asked the question, so it's not the same as if you going to chase something on your own. You asked the question, so at the same time, he already got in mindset. You asked something about something that's very personal. We talking about moving into something that you do not know what you're going into. You asked that man about a dog that he probably been with for something the umpteen years. There is nothing to think about with that. He's been through all the patience he had to go through with that dog. He's not being impatient. He just already know what he wants.
I only say that is because I sat there, talked to the man, and he was like, man, I'm in so much, debt. They going to come condemn the house anyway. I really need the money to, and I was like, man, I was willing to give him $1,000 for this dog. Mm-hmm. And
I'm surprised you asked for the dog.
Yeah,
I didn't ask.
Would never.
Because there's so much stuff. If you was to seen it, it was so much stuff going on, and he was such in down his luck. I don't want to say I felt guilty that I'm praying on him, but that wasn't my mindset because I want the dog. Mm-hmm. I was like, if I could give the dog a better life with the dog already, man. Hey, that's like a win-win. You get your money. You get the stuff, your dream that you're looking for. That's why I say it's kind of the same because you need the money. Mm-hmm. You need
anything that you tie to emotionally is completely different. Like what we talking about is basically going into muddy waters. You don't know what you stepping into. You got to know what decision you're making. But you asking a man about a dog that he probably been through years, you already know that decision.
Well, I didn't even ask him.
We made a suggestion.
I was throwing money because he wanted to give me other stuff like the TV.
You said you asked about a dog.
No, I said I'll give you money for the dog. I didn't ask. I give you money for it.
That's asking, though, isn't it?
No, that's like an offer. I give you $1,000 for the dog, and I tell
what kind of witchery you got going? Hey. This man trying to give a gal, bro. You trying to make? Hold up, bro. So you trying to tell me that you're not trying to sell? So what you?
And then I have that thing where, man, sometimes I don't like. No, man, I gotta get it. And I was trying to do anything to get that. And it got to a point where a little bit. That's when I know I might be a bad person.
You want to know what happened?
You did ask for the dog, though, by the way.
Yeah, and then and then they go back into it.
I was trying to give him to give up everything for that dog.
You know what happened? Once you asked him once, and he said no. You want to know what happened?
What happened?
You ran out a little something, didn't you?
I what? What?
Ran out of patience.
No.
You just said yourself on camera.
I stopped. Hey.
And you just said on camera that you asked him multiple times. So once you asked him once and he was like, "Nah, I'm good." You know what happens?
It wasn't.
You ran out of patience. I tell you, nothing will ever go your way when you run out of patience.
No, I gave. Hey.
And that's the end of the episode.
Hey,
bro, cause we been running. Hey, bro, bro, I needed that, bro. Wait to welcome. Round of applause for this man right here, man. Cheers. He just wrapped the episode up in a way. You see what happens when you run out of patience?
I tell you what.
You don't get what you want.
I tell you what.
That's true.
If the man is out there and you still watching, I want you to listen good.
Don't get this man your dog.
I'm trying. I want to say thank you for showing me a lesson, and with that being said, I offer you $3,000 for the dog.
Don't get this man a dog, man.
I give you
Love your
$3,000
dog, man. Chavo, any closing remarks, man?
Give this nigga that dog, man.
Patience is virtue.
And use condoms. They don't show them commercials no more.
For real, they don't. Why don't they do that?
Because AIDS and they want you to have sex.
Yeah.